We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, eluding the tackle. Nice little juke. And now running right through it. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First carry for Royce Freeman. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down. That's Freeman, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Gone!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to wind up in air into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. Now he's going to go deep down, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. They'll
wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. He's going to look. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun! 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 Here we
Now back to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
He's going to get it running right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mayfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Mayfield showing why he was the #1 overall pick. He's got the Browns on the move, 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one taken from the 7th. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
But in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Boom.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off here to 32. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Powerful running. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. second down. Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The Pro Bowler, Chris Harris, is in on the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Mayfield now on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Rashawn Perriman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Detroit! Hold on! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll look to throw here. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. 4 down. Check. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Equanimous St. Brown in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Broncos cut into that lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. McManus's point after is good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
They'll drop to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
And this will be caught at the 30. And Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. For a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. 50's the mic. Cut, cut, cut.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And they'll go on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down. That's Love. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line of scrimmage.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Elsewhere, they have gone to the 3rd quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Freeman again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Rolling to his left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Troy Fumagalli. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Fumagalli. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Grady Jarrett busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll try and run. Freeman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi able to get him for a loss of about 3. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
And they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 36 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Good move by Duke. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
85 is coming. 85 is coming. Watch him.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Deep ball for Goodwin. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. We taking wins home. Hey.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. They've gone to the fourth quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. You got a good one going on there. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
He'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room to the 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Patriot! Patriot! 4 down, 4 down. Alert!
He'll get it up the middle. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think you're probably throwing here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. Spinning away. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Gone! Here we go now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.